we are. We're gonna go to Bouquet Canyon. I'm gonna start right now. We're gonna use this fist. So let's get this little canyon run done, right? All I'm hoping for is not too much traffic, since this is kind of infamous for that. It's a little infamous little road with traffic. There's a lot of places that are actually pretty cool, like a nice bar, but let's get this going. Got this 2017 Fiesta St. I'm more used to using my Evo, but it is actually pretty fun. It's a nice little go-kart, especially for what it is. I think my favorite things for sure are the seats. The recaros in this car are so snug. Just no comparison to like how they are in the Evo. They're not as snug as they are here. I just love you can't see it right now, but it's a dual color red cloth with leather interior. Looks pretty nice and sleek. Alright, let's have some fun. Have a nice little cruise. Hopefully there's not too much traffic. That's one thing I really dislike about some canyon riders, is that they just want to go fast and have all this adrenaline, but they don't care about, incoming traffic and whatnot. So, it's unfortunate I gotta slow down, but as you can see, there's a lot of bikes coming by, so I'd rather just be safe than sorry. It's not worth crashing just for a little bit of fun. And the other thing too is that it's very, very hard for me at least, to heel toe in this car, just because the brakes are very, very touchy. So it's like when I'm in my Evo, I can slam on the brakes, but it's not gonna bite so hard. At the same time, I can just toe it, heel toe it, and downshift. But see if this guy gets out of the way, thankfully. Up very nicely. This car is very nice with this torque curve. Handles really well. It's just like a little go-kart. Just toss it wherever you want on the turns. So much response in the steering. Does change the characteristic of how it drives once you take off traction control and sport mode is enabled. It's very very responsive, and the cool thing about these Fiestas is that they come with the Bridgestone Potenzas tread wears at 140, and it's definitely a good tire for this car, especially being stock, since they're just so sticky and they just hug the road. They're not as wide as what I have on the Evo, which are 285 Nitto NT555s, but just for what it is, it's just, you can't complain. It's a perfect canyon car for a beginner. And even myself that I own the car that has over 400 horsepower, going down to this little car that's, you know, at 197 rated from the factory. It's just, you know, there's no comparison. I can use the full power width for this little car in these turns, as opposed to the Evo where I can only go half throttle. And this car is just, you know, full throttle, and it just picks up so nicely, very responsive. And, you know, I was never really into Ford, and to be quite honest, I never really knew about the Fiesta STs until, you know, I started shopping for a nice daily that I can drive every single day, that didn't sacrifice fun. And the more I saw reviews on this car, and the more, you know, I started asking questions on the forums. You know, most people that had pretty much zero complaints on these cars. They just said, you know, it was the best bang for your buck, the best thing you can get. And, you know, now driving it, I'm barely gonna hit 2,000 miles on the car, and it's just, you know, I've been happy with it. There's no complaints at all whatsoever. Gas mileage is great. I'm getting more than double what I used to get on the Evo. I mean, it's a nice economic car. It's small. It's a hot hatch, and, you know, for the power to weight ratio, it's just perfect. You know, it has the great power for the weight of this car. And like I said, you can just toss this thing anywhere you want, and, you know, you're not gonna be afraid of spinning out or anything, because it handles so well. It brakes on a dime. It doesn't have any Brembos or anything like that, but it doesn't need them. You know, the brakes, they have enough power to stop this little thing in a jiff. Oh, this guy didn't stop. Oh, come on, dude. You know, but the one thing that I always take from these rides is that usually if you're just cruising by, you're minding your own business, and, you know, you see someone that's trying to have fun, if I'm not in the mood, you know what, I'm just gonna pull over if I can, if it's safe to do so, and just, you know, let them take off. You know, but there's some cars like, you know, this mailman right here, that there was a turnout and didn't even decide to pull over, or just slow down a little bit and move to the side just so I can pass him. Flashed him the high beam, just didn't listen. So it's situations like these that I try to, you know, wait for a nice straightaway where I can safely pull across. You know, I may have the power, I may not have the power, but nonetheless, I still have to wait and see that I can still see for at least, you know, 1/8 of a mile in distance, so I can be sure to not put anyone in danger. Like right now is the perfect time. That's one thing I always tell everybody that wants to drive fast. You want to have fun, but make sure that you always do it in a nice, safe environment, because you don't want to put others at risk, you know, just because you're trying to have fun. Not even that, but is it really worth risking your life for just a little bit of fun? It doesn't sound like you know, those raspy cans I usually hear on Hondas when they put an exhaust on that. It has a nice warm low tone to it. You definitely hear the intake kick in on the stock box when you're at low RPMs. And to be honest, like, I don't know, I'm pretty impressed. Like right now, you can hear it a little bit, you know. It's such a nice tone to it. And I've seen some exhaust systems online, and I don't know, like, I kind of feel like the exhaust tone always changes to a better sound from what I've noticed online. I haven't heard an exhaust system that sounds like crap. Alright, this lady's going really slow. She's going like 20 miles an hour. Man. have to wait until I find a safe moment to do so and pass this lady. Such a huge comparison, driving 40 miles an hour on these turns, and they feel like they're extremely slow. Now you're pretty much doing double the miles when you're going through the canyons and driving very, not fast, but you know, spirited driving. Such a huge difference in the way it feels, and man, this car just wants to go. Hopefully she gives me some room to pass. I have to do it one of these straightaways before we go up. I feel like they're better to take at night, just because you avoid this kind of traffic. A lot more fun. It's very quiet. There's no light posts or anything, so always have to make sure you drive with your high beams on. But for the most part, it's not a bad road. It's very smooth. There's not that many cracks around, and you know, it's windy, but it's not windy like what I'm used to. I'm gonna pass her right now, because I know there's a straightaway coming here. I just got a little excited there. Whatever the case may be, just for the reason that if you're gonna pass a car on these single lane roads, they kind of have an idea of how fast you're going, and if they have enough time to just pass by without having to brake while you're passing. And you know, there's been times where I've seen cars that don't have lights on and they're trying to pass, so it's very hard for me to actually tell how far they're on and how fast they're coming towards me. So, you know, that's another thing that I always try to show people, that, you know, it's always good to have some first video of many more where start using the GoPro, start vlogging, start talking about, you know, certain drives like these, what I think about the road, what I think about the car, the way it feels. And again, this is from Angeles Forest. It's called Bouquet Canyon. It's located right off of the 14 freeway going northbound towards Palmdale. Usually when I take this road, I get off on, I think it's called Sierra Highway. Get off on Sierra Highway. It's a fun road. Nonetheless, when it ends, there's this road called Elizabeth Lake, and that ends up becoming Palmdale Boulevard. So if you guys are from the area, you guys never taken this road, it's very nice to take. It's pretty much an alternative to driving on the freeway on the 14. Those of you who know the 14 know that there's a lot of hills going upward, going northbound. It's very boring. There's not that much light when you're going up, especially in the nighttime. And there's a lot of times where you're driving and like the lights start bugging you. So this is a nice alternate route that you can take. Again, it becomes Sierra Highway, and then it ends up becoming upon the boulevard on the 240. So it's a nice road. This is one of the roads that I take. It's not the main one. The main road that I usually take is called what is it called? Soledad Canyon. Soledad Canyon pretty much runs parallel to the 14. It just kind of cuts through. It has nice wide turns. I'll record that next time I take a canyon and I start recording with the GoPro. But it's very nice. It's a nice high speed. Some turns are like this, where they're very wide. You can just take them at 80 miles an hour, no problem. You don't feel the car budge. There's hardly any body roll, none of that stuff. So it's a very good high speed canyon that you can take. And that one ends up leading you towards Acton. And you can also take some other road that ends up becoming Pearl Blossom. So you can just choose where you want to go. You can go up on Acton, get on the 14 freeway, or just continue straight on Pearl Blossom. And that's pretty much one of the second main roads that most people take while going to Palmdale. But yeah, as you can see right now, it's just pretty much a straight road. This is the end of it. This road I've probably hit like a $140. It's not that dangerous to do it on. It's nice and smooth. It's not that bumpy. There's not that much gravel or anything. But nonetheless, it's a very fun ride. It's a very fun ride, and it's a drive that's, you know, worth taking, especially on these 1 hour long trips. When you got nothing to do, you know, you want to have some fun. But yeah, all right then. Let us stop safely. And then we'll end this video.